Have I found all the... I think I found all of the caprices, haven't I? Find some cookies and throw them in the wishing well. Something happened. 1 coin has been thrown into the fountain. Alright. Another one. More XP. More XP. I'm getting a lot of XP for each of these.
So, is that it?
Quest completed. All available coins have been thrown into the fountain. Cool.
I'd like to thank all the little people who made this moment possible.
Let's just get going.
Nice. Cool. So I gained a level, but I feel like... I think Angelus has... Or Angelus... I'm still call... We're near the end of this game, and I still keep calling Clive Angelus. I think that Clive... Oh, he can't level up until later. That's fine. Alright, I think we're good.
I think it will be quite the interesting evening, don't you?
Yes.
Stand back.
Kahir must like you, my dear Hawke. He's not usually so polite.
You guys have anything else new to say?
I'm afraid I can't help you.
Alright, fine.
Whatever you do, don't try that cheese from the Underfells.
Noted.
Whatever you do, don't try that cheese from the Underfells.
Sometimes I wonder if we're at war with ourselves.
Wherever I can get it, honey.
Wow. Alright, I'm just gonna leave you two alone.
Put what you found to good use. I discovered
Social interest, I know.
I cannot help you, I fear. You'll simply have to endure.
Alright. I think we're ready to continue. Now that we got the key. Let's see.
Please return to the other guests.
Always delighted to see you, champion.
Oh, I thank you, the Dulce de Lance. Oh, here we go.
All set.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
What in the name?
There's no need for you to die today, friend. Just move on. You never saw us.
Oh, great. Wow. He was just doing his job, though.
You could have walked away.
But he was doing his job.
Is something wrong?
I didn't want to kill him.
I've seen you kill several men.
There are other paths. They do not all need to lead to the same destination. Enough. We're here for the heart. I'd like to do this quietly. Alert as few guards as possible. What do you think?
Yeah, sure. The less violence, I guess the better. Clive agrees.
Don't relish the thought of 24 guards chasing me around the chateau. Quiet's the way to go.
I'm glad you agree. Let's go.
Alright, let's do this. Right-click on a foe to begin basic attacks. Alright.
This part of the chateau will be crawling with guards. We'll have to try our best to keep out of sight. Or we could try to create distractions, provided you're good at throwing stones.
And if all else fails, we'll give them a sharp knock on the head.
True.
Right, of course. Just try not to do it all the time. All right, I'm ready when you are. Come this way.
Alright, let's see how well my stealthing can be. Distract draws the guard's attention to a specific area. Use it now to move the guard to the other side of the room. Yeah, and I can see their field of view changing.
What was that?
Oh, this is very not Resident Evil. This is very the wine of Chateau Haine. Oh, I wanted to get that. I think I'll wait for him to turn around again. This is very Metal Gear Solid, is what I meant to say. Alright, I'm gonna grab this. Don't you wish you could have been invited to the Duke's party? Oh, everything is so splendid here and so Orlesian. The decorations, the company, the food. Just thinking about the wine sends me into a giddy fit. The Duke spares no expense. Truly, I hear he has it brought in from Valchevin, just for these parties. He has whole crews of thick, simple-minded Freldins to carry his barrels of wine up the mountain, and they're too stupid to know what they carry is worth more than what they earn this in a year. It's so funny, Fifi and I actually saw the laborers. One rolled down the mountain and crashed to the bottom. It's such a shame. I almost died seeing all that gorgeous red seeping into the ground. Or maybe that was from the laborer. Well, whatever. Excerpt from the letter written by Babette de Lonce to her brother Emile. Whoa.
Halt!
No harm done.
Okay. Well, he spotted me. Whoops. I thought I sent him elsewhere. Alright, well, so much for a perfect score in the stealth department. I threw a stone. He should have been facing the other direction. That's not fair. The shadows.
Did you hear about the Duke's meeting with the Empress?
I never listen to court gossip. That'll get you killed, my friend.
Alright. Time to keep moving. Alright, what else we got here?
Here, let's move.
Sheesh, Talus. Well, there's other things in here. A medallion.
A pirate medallion. I wonder if Isabella knows anything about it.
Huh. A pirate medallion has been found. Be on the lookout for others. Okay. Mark of bravery. We'll keep an eye on that. Ooh, injury kit in a barrel.
Can't speak now. I have too much to do preparing the banquet and Leopold's dinner. You don't want to see a wyvern go hungry. If you need something, ask one of the servants. Well, why are you still bothering me?
There's a problem in the courtyard. Something about a poisoned comtesse. The servants were looking for you.
A maker's breath. What have those useless elves done now? I suppose I'd better deal with this.
Okay. Chef's log. An interesting entry in the cook's journal that might help with contaminating Leopold's food. Tried a new seasoning for the crepes this morning. A bunch of lutefisk, a few slices of old cheese, and a lot of navette. Gave the Duke the runs all day. Note to self, not so much navette next time. A bunch of lutefisk, a few slices of cheese, and a lot of navette. Cheese, lutefisks, and navette. So... add... let's see. So, according to this, we need only a few slices of old cheese. And then a bunch of lutefisk and a lot of navette. So the cheese has to be the fewest. So add... so here's 3 parts of cheese. And I want... how many? A bunch of lutefisk. So 4 parts lutefisk. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts of navette. Hard to stomach. This new mixture won't sit well with the Duke's pet wyvern. Now to add it to the food. Leopold's food.
I think Leopold's going to be an unhappy wyvern after that.
That might prove useful later. The wyvern's food has been contaminated. Yeah. Remember that, because that might come in handy later. Torn trousers and a health potion. Alright. Incapacitate knocks a guard out, allowing you to search his body. Use it now to see if the guard has a key to the door. Oh. I have to wait till I'm right behind him. Come on, recharge. There we go. Yep, he does have the key. Convenient. Alright. Alright, keep an eye out I really do feel like I'm in Hogwarts with these banners up here.
Didn't see anything. Bugger Prosper's vault if someone got past.
These guards aren't being paid they're being paid way too much.
Come this way.
Alright. Stay in the shadows, Clive. Oh, hello. Move this way. Oh, a chest. Skepticism. Plus 3% critical chance. Bonus to lockpicking. Enemies drop more coin. Restriction, Clive Hawke. Bonus for complete item set. Oh, so this is part of a set. Bonefish amulet. I think I like that one better than what I've... The bonefish amulet better than... Oh, hello. Gotta get past this. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, I can level up now. Attributes. Oh, I can only put... Oh, I only get... Gotcha. The Caprice thing just gives us an attribute that we can add. Okay. Yeah, cutting is good. Increase my defense. Up to 15%. That one's gonna walk around that way. Maybe I can clunk this one. And then...
I must be hearing things.
Yeah, that one saw me.
Try to be more careful.
I'm trying to. Jeez, I thought that if I clunked one and I threw a rock at another, it would work. Apparently I threw it away too far.
Nodded off, I suppose. Hit the floor hard enough.
Let your body hit the floor. Right here.
Cursed rats.
Alright, that was a close one. What? Oh!
No harm done.
I thought I had it that time. Okay, yeah, this can be very aggravating. Stealth was never really my forte. I love how Talus is just hanging out there. Just like, you got this, Hawke. Do I, Talus? There we go.
I must be hearing things.
Okay, whew. I think I'm good here.
10 hours in this armor, a man's gonna pass out. That's my bloody story.
What does Babette want now?
Her tea was too cold.
Oh, of course. It's either too hot or too cold.
Or her bed's either too soft or too lumpy.
Nothing is ever just right with her. What a bitch.
Oh, too bad. Okay, what's in here?
Try not to be seen.
I'm working on it, dear. Uncertainty. And in uncertainty, find infinite possibility, an old or legion saying. Okay.
It's no copper marigold, but I think Aveline would want to see this.
A romantic's gift. What's the a romantic's gift? Where is it? Maybe it's a journal. Maybe it's a quest. I think it's a quest, actually. Yeah. A love poem has been found. Be on the lookout for others. Alright, so we're getting amulets for Isabella and love poems for Aveline. Those objects that you pick up along the way in this part is dependent on the other two characters that you decide to bring with you on this quest. So... I want to go to that door, but I want to see what's over here first. Probably... Oh, guards. Yeah, guards. Is he just gonna keep going around? Hopefully. Or is he gonna come back this way? Yep, he's gonna go that way. Fine by me. Alright. Stay in the shadows, Clive. Ah, here we go. What's in here? Injury kit, ornate or lesion ring. It's alright.
Maybe a garden party, but you will not be sipping fruity drinks and mingling. This is war. These heartless slaves to fashion would wear your skin as a cravat if they could. Never forget that. Every one of you will be prepared for battle. Do not relax for an instant.
Alright, so that looks like that's the training grounds.
I don't think I can do that.
Key for this. Oh, do I have to knock out one of those guards to get the key? Probably. Oh. I can try.
Is someone there?
I was hitting the wrong. No key. Alright.
Try not to be seen.
Shut this door, just in case. Can't have him seeing us. Balcony key. Okay. That's probably the key that we need. Anxiety. Immunity to critical hits. 2% chance to stealth when hit. Restriction. Clive Hawke. Bonus for a complete item set. Oh. Okay.
Oh, my head. What was that about?
Love how I'm watching the... Hopefully. Oh. 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 Okay. Woo. Phew. Alright. Keep going. Keep going there, guard. This is not the Blood Mage. Oh my gosh, was another one? Oh, that's cheap. Oh, there's another one. Okay. Okay. Whew. That one snuck up on me. I didn't realize there was two of them. Alright. I believe I still have the key, though.
That should do it.
Yes, I do. Uh-huh. Okay. Alright, so this just takes me back. Okay, it just takes me back here. That's fair enough. Okay. Let's press on.
You didn't try the cheese, did you?
Are you joking? It tastes of despair. I'm not a madman. All set.
You dropped the pie.
I'm sorry, monsieur. It's all squashed and one of the hounds took a bite of it.
It's really not that bad. Just put it back on the plate and cover it up with some gravy.
Oh. Oh. Doggone it, Orlesians. As a foodie, I'm appalled. Oh, that is just terrible. In so many levels. Oh, shame on you. Bust of the outlaw bearded... Oh, did I totally miss that? Hold on. I think I missed a clickable thing over there. Yeah, bust of the outlaw bearded beast. What in this fearsome visage appeals to us? What virtue can this otherwise uncouth and generally suspect creature inform? Raw, fiercely bearded aggression, not so much carved as inflicted by the chisel. Common humor claims that whole figures are carved and sundered to the bust, the limbs used to beat the form from the next sculptor's block. Examples are common and deliberately crude, none claim to be an accurate representation of a specific person, and the name is irrelevant, often stolen from the fears of the day. So if not the honoring of a villain turned folk hero, what is left to discern? What does this say about the manners of court? What beneath is an affection for such unfettered and brutal images of strength. What is hidden by this beard? Musings on a Form. The Beast is collected by Jean Esmond Esquire. Jean Esmond Esquire. Okay. Well, we've got more to do. Okay. Wow, it's got dark so quickly. Oh, look, this is where the... Oh, this is where the courtyard is. This is where the party was taking place. Okay. Party's over, I guess. Next door.
Here, let's move.
I'm on it. Stamina draw, a library of distinction. It was with no small flair that Duke Prosper de Montfort offered a home to the exiled Esme de Jolie's considerable library of social graces, including the ever-growing volumes of courtly prominence so carefully logged by the dedicated scholars of Her Majesty's intimate circle. It was an act of charity to a former enemy that, while earning a considerable influence, was no small expense of delivery. De Montfort downplayed these elements with a customary charm, insisting that he accepted his burden with the increase in status firmly second among his considerations. It is an honor to be honored when literary lineage is the true benefactor. De Jolie can rest well knowing that I hold his treasure tomes where none shall harm or read them. If he is allowed to encroach upon Orlesian territory at some distant time, perhaps he can petition to visit them. A library of distinction notes on the dispensing of holdings of the disgraced Esme de Jolie, collected and edited by Delcy Veland in service of Duke Prosper de Montfort. Ooh, stamina drought. Okay. I feel like we're getting close. Hopefully. Haven't run into any other guards yet. Talis.
What's the matter?
I don't want to talk about it. Let's simply find the jewel and be done with this.
You're kind of creepy.
It shouldn't be much further.
You're kind of creeping me out there, Talis, with your shadowy figure. I'm smoking too, apparently. Lady Amandine Duval. Lady Amandine Duval arrived at the court of Emperor Quarantine, aged only 15, and by all accounts took it by storm. Her bright gold hair, expressive eyes, and graceful mannerisms endeared her to all. The Emperor's sister, Lady Charlotte, wrote, "Little Amandine is a true delight. Such sparkling wit, and oh, those dainty feet flitting across the ballroom. She is spring upon our tired court." This adoration did not last long, however. Not a year after her arrival, little Amandine became enchanted with a bard who taught her swordplay, amongst other things. Being young and nimble, Amandine took to blades like fish to water. Seduced by the life of romance and high adventure, she ran away from court dressed as a boy. In the years that followed, Amandine became a sailor, a highway robber, and a courtesan. Once she was betrothed to the emperor's cousin. At the age of 44, Amandine entered into a cloister. She remained there still till the end of her life and died a penitent. From the Gallery of Knaves, a portrait book compiled by Lady Wilhelmina Bonchance. Portrait of the Wager. The Orlesians have a saying, you must dance with the dowager if you want to play the game. To a foreigner, this might sound like some sort of proverb. In fact, dowager Lady Montillon has been one of the most influential members of the imperial court for over 30 years, and nobody advances in the game without her favor. What do they mean, the game? The rumors surrounding her are many. She was Emperor Florian's mistress. She was Emperor Florian's mistress. She was Florian's assassin. She placed Empress Celine on the throne. She once killed a rival with only harsh words. She rules Orlais from the shadows. One thing is certain, however, if you must have the best society in Orlais, ask a dance of the dowager. From a Guide to Good Society by Lady Alcyone. Pride and Rider. An image in oil of the last pure Anderfell stabled at court, before the practice of mounted sport fell from favor. It is an absolutely ironic and typical example of the artiste. The work preserves the true majesty of a species that, while in abundance on their natural plains, becomes exotic to a people who eschew mounted travel in their daily existence. An ambitious work, often referred to as Pride and Rider, it is part of a series of similarly themed canvases, which, for reasons known only to the creator, were labeled "And Went the Griffin." Auction notes for the works of Bouget Pochesvides, a catalogue of the foreign and lost dispensed by the old house of Therin and whatnot. Alright.